Because Saul had disobeyed God's instructions, God had removed him as king of Israel. Days and weeks passed, but Samuel continued to mourn over Saul. One day the Lord spoke to Samuel.
"How long will you mourn for Saul, since I have rejected him as the king of Israel? Now I have chosen another man to take his place. Fill your horn with oil, for I am sending you to Bethlehem, to the family of Jesse, because I have chosen one of his sons to be the new king."
How can I do that? If Saul learns that I have anointed another king, he will kill me.
Take a young cow with you to Bethlehem and say, "I am going to Bethlehem to sacrifice to the Lord." Then offer a sacrifice and make a feast for the people. Invite Jesse and his sons. I will tell you which one of Jesse's sons is to be Israel's next king.
Samuel did what the Lord directed. He filled his horn with oil and prepared a meat offering. Then he started toward Bethlehem. When the rulers of the city saw Samuel coming, they were afraid.
"Do you come in peace?"
I come in peace to sacrifice to the Lord. Please prepare yourselves and come with me to the sacrifice. There I will prepare a feast. I have invited Jesse and his sons to come as well.
Now Jesse had 8 sons, but only 7 came to the feast.
Jesse, call your sons here to stand before me one at a time, starting with the oldest.
Eliab, my son, come here and stand before the prophet Samuel.
When Samuel looked at Eliab, Jesse's oldest son, he liked the looks of this tall, handsome young man.
Surely this must be the man God has chosen to be the king of Israel.
Do not look at his appearance or his stature, because I have rejected him. Man does not see what the Lord sees, for man sees what is visible, but the Lord sees the heart.
Jesse, this is not the one. Please call your next son.
Abinadab, my son, come here and stand before the prophet Samuel.
The Lord has not chosen this one either. Please call your next son.
Shammah, my son, come here and stand before the prophet Samuel.
The Lord hasn't chosen this one either.
Jesse presented 7 of his sons to Samuel.
The Lord hasn't chosen any of these. Are these all the sons you have?
There is still the youngest, but right now he is tending the sheep.
Send for him. We will not sit down to eat until he gets here.
Go run out to the pasture where your youngest brother David is caring for the sheep. Tell him to come here at once.
When David arrived, Samuel saw that he had beautiful eyes and a healthy, handsome appearance.
Anoint him, for he is the one.
So Samuel took the horn of oil and poured it out on David's head, anointing him in the presence of his brothers. David knew this was a sign that he would one day be the leader of Israel. After the feast, Samuel went home. No longer did he grieve over King Saul, for God had chosen a better man to become king. The Spirit of the Lord took control of David from that day forward. You don't have to be important or famous or powerful for God to use you. David was a simple shepherd boy who loved the Lord. How is God able to take ordinary men and use them in great ways? God sees what we cannot see. We look at a person's outward appearance, but God can see their heart, their character, what's on the inside. An important verse is 1 Samuel 16:7.
Man does not see what the Lord sees, for man sees what is visible, but the Lord sees the heart.
What does God see when He looks at your heart?
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
Thanks for watching the Bible Brick Channel. If you liked this video, please click like and subscribe below. And check out our other videos. You can find links to all our videos on BibleBrick.com. That's Bible-Brick.com.